He called me a god nasty n-word bitch. Can I say? You don't make me leave. This is actually resonating with me. Let me take a sip of my tea before I spill this tea, honey, okay? Hey guys, hey buds, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Today, I'm about to burp. Amazing. Today I'm talking about leaving my toxic work environment. I vented a lot about my work environment to my close friends and family, but on a public level I tried not to complain too much and put my business too much out there. But now that I'm actually leaving, I feel more comfortable just venting, and I honestly just want to get all of this off my chest because it's been a long 2 years of just feeling tied to this company and having thing after thing after thing that was bringing me down and making me feel just mentally exhausted and done. I have my little black book here, and I put a list in my black book of verbal abuse at my work from some of my patients. So I went to one of my patients' homes and he called me I can't probably say this on camera. He called me a goddamn nasty n-word. Can I say? And that was at 1 p.m. and my days is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. days. So literally when he called me that, I called my office straight away and I was like, excuse me, I'm not gonna work in this house anymore. My job didn't have anyone to come in straight away for me, so I did have to be there till 7 p.m. because if I had left, I think it would be considered patient abandonment. So imagine me, a racial slur has been used against me. And then I had to stay there for 6 more hours. Throughout the time I was there, the patient's wife was very hostile attitude towards me the whole entire time I was there. And when I go to leave, she comes up to me and she tells me, my husband has a traumatic brain injury. I don't know why you can't get that through your head. And she starts yelling at me. She yells at me to get out of her house. She tells me she pays my salary, and I looked her straight in the eye and I told her, you're not my only client. I didn't say anything really bad because I'm a woman of class and dignity, and if you want to stoop low and be crazy, I'm not gonna join you and be crazy. My office just wasn't very proactive with the situation. Nobody reached out to me for probably 2 weeks to check if I was okay, to check in on me, to make sure I was okay. They just kind of brushed over the situation. They sent a general email afterwards about how it's difficult to care for patients with traumatic brain injuries and how they don't necessarily have boundaries and stuff like that. But for me, it was they honestly didn't even care to check in on me and see if I was okay. They just sent a generic wide email to everybody saying that, excusing his behavior, and I just felt not seen in that situation, and it was very traumatic for me. I just felt so angry but helpless because I had to be there for 6 more hours. I feel so helpless and so unseen, and nobody checked in on me to see if I was okay. So it's COVID, it's a pandemic. For more backstory, I'm a nurse. I'm a private duty nurse, meaning I go into people's homes and they're on ventilators at home, they're on life support at home. There's a weekend where I get together with 2 or 3 of my closest friends and we're just in her apartment. We make jollof rice, everything is okay, and then the next day or 2 days she gets a notice that someone in her office had COVID and she was exposed. She started coming down with symptoms and she tested positive for COVID. I'm a nurse, I'm around people who are super vulnerable. I need to go home immediately and test. I can't be at work. I give my job a call And I'm like, hi, I've been exposed to somebody who tested positive for COVID. Can I please have the day off tomorrow, which is Saturday, to go test? The guy says, I'll give you a call back. He's the director of nursing. He says he'll give me a call back. So he hangs up. He goes ahead. He like researches for a couple of hours, and then he calls me back and he says, do you have any symptoms? I said no, but I was around someone who tested positive for sure. Like, she definitely has COVID. And then he was like,
no, you should be fine to go into work.
And I said, I can't go into work. I have to go test tomorrow. This isn't ethical. Like, I don't think I should be around my patients if I was around someone who tested positive for COVID. We hang up the call and I get the like resolution that I could go get tested, but he had said I should go get tested on my day off. So I didn't realize that we had got two different messages. So I call scheduling and I tell them, hey, so tomorrow I'm not going to be working because I'm going to go get my COVID test. She tells me there's no way it's possible that I'm not working, and she says she's going to call me back. The lady calls me back. So the director of nursing, the vice president of my whole entire company, and the lady who's the head of scheduling call me back on a joint group call, and they basically pressured me into going to work. I said, no, I can't go into work. I have to go get tested. They said, no, there's no way. You have no symptoms. You have to go into work. Excuse me, I'm literally working with somebody on a vent, and they can get COVID if I go there and I'm a carrier of the asymptomatic COVID to them. I don't know why I want to cry. I don't know why. It's not that sad. But I ended up going to work. It was just a horrible experience. Just feeling, bitch, I did not tell you the worst parts. Ready? Hallelujah. Okay, one of the worst parts about this job is the 24-hour shifts. You heard me right, 24 hours. Literally, I work 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. if there was no night nurse for the day. So I go into my shift 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm cooling, I'm having a good shift. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be over in 2 hours. It's gonna be over in 20 minutes. It's 7:35. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be over in 5 minutes. Maybe the nurse is running late. 7:35 p.m. Guess who I get a call from? My company. They said, oh, sorry, there's no night nurse. You're gonna have to stay 24 hours. What? I'm gonna have to stay 24 hours because of your incompetence? Your incompetence? My friend was meant to meet me from the airport and stay in my apartment with her baby overnight, and they had nowhere to stay because I was stuck on a 24-hour shift. I buy my dinner and I put in my reimbursement to my job to say I bought dinner for myself while I was here, pay me back. It was $30. $30 to a company that makes probably millions of dollars like annually. Guess what? They rejected my meal stipend. They said they couldn't pay me for my meal. That has happened on multiple occasions. Ooh, I didn't realize how much like I was affected by this whole situation. The next reason why my work environment was super toxic was the lack of communication. So often they would give me up to an 80-mile commute one way, and they wouldn't let me know till 9 p.m. at night the day before. So when I signed my contract, I was meant to have a weekly schedule, but since I started, every single day the night before is when they would assign me my assignment. Then that means I would be commuting 160 miles in one day with no prior information. No, I literally couldn't plan. The other problem with that was I was going to homes in the middle of nowhere, Illinois, where I didn't know who was in the house. So I pull up to a house. I'm going to be the nurse in this house, but I know no one. I know nothing of the patient, nothing of the family, and I usually felt like unsafe in those situations. Like, another toxic thing. I'm getting so stressed out by this video. I want to end the video on a positive note. I don't want to stress you guys out by all the stuff I just put out here. It just feels like very negative vibes, but it's been what I've been going through for a long time, and I just feel like I'm so happy my time is finally up and I can leave and I don't have to go through 24-hour shifts, long commutes, really mean people, lack of communication, lack of preparedness. So many things. And honestly, if you're in a toxic work environment and you can't leave for certain reasons, I honestly feel your pain. Just keep going, pray, wake up every day, grind, go back home, get your money, the end, they cannot do anything to you. You have this thing on lock, and once it's time for you to leave, you jack back at the right time. Okay, bye guys.